I would say welcome back, but this is my first time ever doing this style of video. This is a meal prep video, a realistic meal prep, because my family actually does eat this stuff. I've been watching tons of meal prep videos and I think to myself, like, who is eating that? Cottage cheese and applesauce? Like, there's no way I would be able to get my kids to eat that. But you guys know that we are currently homeschooling, distant learning, so quick and convenient is top priority for me every day. I have all five boys and I'm pregnant, so anything to make my life easier. Before we get into the actual video, I do want to give a disclaimer. All the boys are home plus Caleb, so if you hear a crying, screaming toddler in the back, just know I tried. I got to get this video done. But the meals that I'll be sharing with you guys, I will be doing turkey and cheese sliders. I'm going to do two different versions of a burrito, some egg cups, and then some pizza bagel bites. So this is everything that I use to do the meal prep. I pretty much got everything from like Sam's and Walmart. It's basic stuff. You can probably get it from anywhere. But without further ado, let's get into my first meal prep video. So the first meal that I will be prepping and sharing with you guys will be the turkey and cheese hoagies. And I know you're probably thinking like, girl, them kids can make sandwiches the day of. It's not that big of a deal. But I'm telling you, these are so quick and easy. And I don't mind prepping this kind of stuff for the kids. They can take them out like 30 minutes before lunch. They can throw them in the microwave to warm them up. They can even toast them in the oven if they want to get fancy. So to start, I grabbed a bag of the plain white hoagies from Sam's. I also got the honey, The honey turkey breast. If your family eats pork, you guys can do ham. You can pretty much do whatever you want, but we don't eat pork, so I just got the honey roasted turkey. We love that turkey. Comes in a huge family size pack too. And then I also got this cheese. This is the monster cheese that I got from Sam's. AJ got the kids eating this cheese. It's okay. It's an acquired taste. I like it every now and again, but it's not my favorite, but the kids like it. So I put 4 pieces of turkey on the hoagie, and then I add 1 slice of the cheese. I just split the cheese in half, and that's pretty much it. And then I just wrap these up individually in some saran wrap. I make sure to seal them on each end, and then I put about 4 or 5 sandwiches in a deep freezer bag, and then they go to the freezer. Whoever wants to eat one or the day of, they can just go in and grab out 1 sandwich individually. And what I love most about it is I don't have to specialize each sandwich. They can dress these up whenever they're getting ready to eat them. So they can add their mayo, their mustard, their salt, pepper, oil, vinegar. Y'all know we live in Florida and we live for Publix subs, so we get fancy with it. Banana peppers, jalapenos, all that stuff. And if your family is like vegan or vegetarian and y'all don't eat meat, you can make veggie subs. I don't see a problem with like putting lettuce, tomatoes, some peppers, black olives, whatever you want to put on it, and still meal prepping, wrapping them up individually and freezing them. In total, I think I ended up making 8 or 9 hoagies, but y'all know we're a family of 7, so these aren't really gonna last that long, but I'm sure if you wanted to keep them for like a month or so, they will hold up just fine, but they just not gonna last that long in my house. And once I had all of the sandwiches completed and individually wrapped and sealed, I grabbed a hefty deep freezer bag. I made sure to write what it was with the date, and then I put all of the hoagies into the deep freezer bag. Make sure that you get all of the air out of your deep freezer bag, because if you don't, the food or whatever it is that you're meal prepping, food prepping will be freezer burnt, and then it'll just be a complete waste because nobody's gonna eat that. Alrighty, now moving on to the next meal. I think up first we're gonna do egg cups, egg souffles. I'm not sure what's the official name of them, but I went ahead and started by preheating my oven to 375 because I needed to bake my turkey bacon. Again, we don't eat pork, so if you do eat pork, you can use regular bacon, regular sausage, but I'm just gonna get my turkey bacon ready to go into the oven. While my bacon is in the oven and cooking, I am just gonna go ahead and slice up these peppers. I originally didn't plan on using peppers, but I forgot I had these in my refrigerator and I was like, girl, you got to use these. They were like soft and almost going bad. I don't know like if they were going bad, but they were soft. They weren't as firm as they were when I first got them. But AJ and the older boys will eat peppers, so I'm gonna do some of the egg cups and some of the breakfast burritos with the peppers and then some without. So once I got all the peppers chopped up, I just put them in a bowl and put them to the side. I think my bacon should almost be done, but while I'm waiting, I'm gonna go ahead and brown up this turkey breakfast sausage. It is the Butterball brand, and I have my fingers crossed that we like this because we tried the link sausage made by Butterball before, and let's just say it was not a hit. I don't know what y'all do in y'all house, but in my house, we gonna season our food. So I added a little salt, garlic powder, and I believe onion powder to the turkey sausage. Because first of all, garlic powder and onion powder go in everything. Let's just start there. Let me tell y'all something before I show you this clip of this bacon. Do not laugh at my pans. These are like, I think I got these pans from Walmart. They are like the cheapest pans. I really need to upgrade. I hate the way they look, but they still get the job done. Cook your bacon, your turkey bacon, your regular bacon to your liking. I like turkey bacon not as crisp. I still like it to have kind of like a bend, flexible fold to it. But again, cook your stuff to your liking. I believe my ground up turkey is almost done. I'm gonna drain off the fat and then I'm going to cut my turkey bacon up into little bite-sized pieces so we can get going. Next up, I need to prep the eggs to make the egg cups or the egg souffles. I'm gonna go with the title, well not the title, I'm gonna go with the name egg cups. I like that and I feel like that's a better fitting name for them. I got the 36 pack of eggs from Sam's. A little fun fact about the Riot Gang, whenever we sit down to have breakfast, like a normal weekend day and we have scrambled eggs, we usually eat about 15 to 16 eggs in one sitting. I'm so glad this part of the video is sped up because I was trying to be fancy and crack these eggs with one hand and I was struggling so bad. Not to mention the quality of these eggs were not like great. I don't know if I'm gonna be getting that pack again. Some of them were like cracked and frozen and they just weren't the best quality of eggs. And again, we're gonna season. I'm gonna put a little salt. I think I put garlic and onion because garlic and onion go in everything, and that's my business. My auntie Tabitha taught me that. That's my business. If I wanna season up everything, I'm going to season it up. You guys don't understand how hard it is trying to beat or whisk together 18 eggs and then hold a camera in the other hand. Nonetheless, I got it done. I had to put the camera down so I could really like get the eggs beaten up. But everything is prepped and ready to go for the egg cups. I got my ground turkey, I have my turkey bacon and the peppers. I'm not sure what happened to the clip, but I also used a bag of shredded cheddar cheese. Now, the pans that I use, what are they? Muffin or cupcake pans? Again, they are not the best. So I am going to make sure that I oil them down really, really good. I have like this Pam olive oil spray and I made sure to really, really spray them good because I don't want the eggs to stick. I really need to upgrade my pots because these ones to me, they just are not the best. But I ended up doing a 3 count of eggs in each little cup holder. Y'all know I used to be a bartender, so 3 count. Just count 1, 2, 3 while you're pouring the eggs in. Crazy thing is 18 eggs was not even enough to fill all 24 of the little muffin cup cake holder things. So I ended up having to beat 4 or 5 additional eggs to get all 24 done. On the first pan I made for AJ and the big boys, I ended up adding peppers, ground turkey, and some of the cheese. I ended up taking a fork to kind of go through and beat all of the ingredients together. And I told y'all I like to season my food, and AJ and the big boys like a little kick, so I used some of the Tony's Creole seasoning and just sprinkled a little on the top. I have to make sure to wipe off like that extra Pam and olive oil on my pans. I keep telling y'all they're cheap and they will like smoke and burn when they get in the oven if they have all that extra oil, and I can't stand that smell, so I have to wipe all that stuff off. But the second pan of egg cups I kept very simple. I added ground turkey, the turkey bacon, and cheese. That's it. Once I got both pans done, I put them in the oven. I believe, yeah, I baked them on 375 for 30 minutes. They actually were they weren't burnt. They were well done. So I probably could have did them for like 22 to 25 minutes. And as you guys can see, my 3 count wasn't perfect because some were big and some were little. But they're still good. That's all that matters. Some are small, they bite-sized for Carter and Caleb, and some are big for like AJ and the big boy. So it worked out. And even though my pans are cheap, y'all see how easy they popping out. I oiled them up really good. I took just a butter knife and just went out and popped them out. I'm gonna let my egg cups cool on a cooling rack while I start on the breakfast burritos. I'm going to use the other pack of eggs, the 18 eggs, and I'm going to whisk those up and scramble them for the breakfast burritos. When I tell you the second pack of eggs was no better than the first, they were like half cracked, frozen, but still going to use them. And I seasoned these up and I added a little cumin to the eggs because breakfast burritos, cumin, tacos, cumin goes together, right? Yeah, it goes together. When I scramble my eggs, I scramble them like on a medium-high heat, more towards medium. And I probably should have just used my skillet, but I was being lazy and didn't want to have to like clean it 3-4 times. So I ended up using like this little pan, and the eggs ended up kind of cooking too fast, even though I only had my stove on 4. But learning experience. It's my first time meal prepping, so we will get it together. And it's a lot scrambling 18 eggs, y'all. I'm telling y'all, if you ain't never tried it, try it. And as far as the egg cup goes, I am not going to deep freeze them. I'm gonna put them in a little Tupperware container and put them in the fridge. They will not last more than 4 or 5 days in my house. I got these containers from Walmart. I think it was a 3-pack for like $2 or $3. I'm gonna use one container for the ones with peppers, and I'm gonna use the other one for the ones without peppers. And these are super easy to grab and go in the morning, 30-45 second in the microwave. You can even add hot sauce, syrup if you like, but they're a big hit here. And this is at the point where I kind of lost it with the eggs. They start trying to like cook too fast on me and turn brown and stuff. And I was like, yeah, no, I had to get it together very quickly, but we made it. And now we have everything that we need to go ahead and make the breakfast burritos. But before I start on the breakfast burritos, I am going to brown up some ground turkey. I'm going to be making beef and bean burritos, but not really beef. Ground turkey, so I'm just still gonna call them beef and bean burritos, but I'm gonna go ahead and brown this up, and we're gonna do what? We're going to season our food. I got my tortillas. Is that what they're called? Yeah, flour tortillas. I got them from Sam's, so it was the big family pack. It was a 2 pack of 18, and so I split the breakfast burritos up into 9 and 9. I made some with peppers and some without, and this was my first time making burritos, so as you can see, the first time I like overstuffed it, and then the second time I think like I folded it too hard and it started to rip. But once I got into my mojo, into my groove, it was like smooth sailing. So I laid some cheese down first, then a little bit of egg, and then I put the ground turkey and the turkey bacon. I just put it all in one bowl together, and then I used a little bit of that, and then I just added a little bit of peppers. And y'all will never guess what happened. My camera died while I was making the breakfast burritos, but you guys pretty much seen the gist of it. I made 9 with peppers, 9 without. I rolled them up. I labeled a deep freezer bag, and I just put all 9 of the ones with peppers in one bag and the other 9 in another deep freezer bag. I'm gonna show you at the end how it ended up looking, but my ground turkey was doing good. It was all browned up. I drained off any extra oil, and then I put the ground turkey back into the pot, and then I added a can of the refried beans. I actually ended up using, I think, 2 cans of the beans, and I do use the vegetarian version of the refried beans because if you don't, they do have pork in them. If you did not know, girl. So it was pretty much the same concept as the breakfast burritos, except all of the beef, quote unquote, beef and bean burritos were the same. They were just the beef and the bean mixture. I used the other 18 pack, but I actually didn't even have enough of the beef and bean mixture to make 18. I think I did 16 because I had 2 tortillas left. Yeah, I had 2 left, but after I got them all rolled up, I ended up just putting them in a freezer bag, making sure that they were stuffed nice and tight and there was no air in the bag. But yes, I made sure there was no air in the bag, and I labeled them and I put the date, and I had 3 extra ones that didn't go in a freezer bag, but that was fine because they were probably going to be eaten up by Caleb and the boys within the next day or so. But this was everything that I prepped in one day. I did the egg cups, the hoagies, the breakfast burritos, and the regular burritos, and I was super proud of myself. I was in the kitchen for what, 5-6 hours, and when I tell y'all Big Mama feet and back was on fire. Surprise, you thought the meal prep video was done? Nope, still have one more meal. I had to wait for these mini bagel bites to come in. My Publix didn't have them, Walmart didn't have them, so I ended up having to order them off of Amazon, and they didn't come in until late. Plus, Big Mama was tired. I was not gonna meal prep anything else, but these are super easy. I know you guys remember like the mini pizza bagel bites. These are really, really easy to do. You're gonna add some pizza sauce, cheese, a little parsley, and call it a day. So I ordered 2 bags of the mini bagel bites, and they had 10 in each, and then you split them in half. So in total, I ended up making 40 of the little mini bagel bites, and I used 1 can of pizza sauce. Well, not 1 can, 1 jar of pizza sauce, and I just got the Walmart brand of pizza sauce. It's my first time making it. I'll see if we like it. If not, I may try like the Prego or something. And at first, I was just gonna use Parmesan cheese, but then I forgot that I had this mozzarella block cheese, so I shredded it up real quick, and I ended up putting the mozzarella and the Parmesan cheese, and then I topped it with parsley. And to store these, I put 3 to 4 of the pizza bagel bites in just a little sandwich bag, made sure not to leave any air. And once I had all of them bagged up, I think I ended up having, what, 7-8 bags. I then added it to the deep freezer bag, made sure, you know, to label it, put the date, y'all know how that goes. Super easy for the kids to just go grab, heat up in the oven, even in the microwave, and go on about their day. Finally, that's the end of the meal prep video. I really hope that you guys like this video. If you like this kind of video, this style of video, you want to see more food prep, cook with me, bake with me videos, be sure to give me a thumbs up. I actually have a bake with me video coming up on some banana nut muffins that I made, and I'm telling y'all they are fire. So you want to be on the lookout. Make sure you have your notification bell on. I think that's it. I think I did a good job. You guys leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. Until our next video, peace out.